Welcome to Harleydesigns.
Darn it, what the heck?
No, super fast.
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
So fast.
Thank you all for watching. What's happening?
Hello,
what
everybody.
What is going on? Hey, it's season 3.
And you know what I realized this week in particular?
Tell me.
It's season 3. We've done this 105 weeks in a row.
Yes.
But for the first time in over 105 weeks, we're going to be at the same place at the same time and be traveling on a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Where will I be? Wednesday night, I'll be at Richard's place in America.
So there's a chance that you could do
I could pop in.
I could pop in. Pop in. You're going to have to be the lone ranger.
Oh, snap.
Because I'll be
we've got
on an airplane.
We've still got next week and the week after that, right?
We do.
But then not the next week.
If all else fails, I'm just gonna stream from my phone. Be like, hey, this counts technically 106 weeks in a row. Or 108, whatever it'll be. That
blah blah blah. You just be like, we're live. We also have to go.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
It's gonna be...
check in. Let us know where you're watching from and what video of mine you watched first today.
And if it wasn't the Scale Nationals, why did you wait so long?
Yeah, precisely.
We discussed briefly this morning. We have not haven't talked long today. We were both busy, I think. But
no, it was a busy day.
About the tone of our videos and how they are likely about to change for the next several weeks.
It's going to be a lot less chitter chatter, a lot more. This is what I done. I got to go.
Yeah, like
I don't have any more time.
Holy crap, guys! I gotta show you this and this.
There's limited things to do, but that's it. We're done. I forgot to cross some things off my list because I got a couple more things done today. You saw. I got your paint job finished. To your standard, I got your paint job done.
I have never used body filler on a paint job ever. So on an RC.
Yeah. That's sort of what I figured. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to have to go out to the hobby shop and get some white primer. White primer because I'm going with a lighter color.
Yeah.
And, I should be working on my trucks right now. You're right, Adam. I don't.
This is the obligations we make. This time.
Yeah, this is for you.
This time is
we do this
out.
for you.
Unavailable. So
this is a box of non-working time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have plenty to get to work on, and I of course overcomplicated something else that I hadn't even discussed. Maybe I barely discussed it, but overcomplicated it. Worked on it last weekend. Sent the parts off to be cut out of titanium, and they will be to the shop tomorrow already.
Wow.
It's
send, cut, express send.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm sure you caught in my video my disdain for both USPS and FedEx.
Yeah.
They both are crap in the bed. I don't know which one's going to get here first, but neither of them were soon enough.
You had mentioned in your Nats video that you found someone local, 30 minutes away or so, that was going to be able to bead blast and powder coat your cage work.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it sounded like you said you were going to send it to them.
No, I'm going to drive it there.
Okay. Thank you. I was just like...
Considering all your concerns with the postal system.
Can I recommend driving it?
You should, if it's only half an hour. My mom, actually, this is a funny story. The other day I was at her place priming in the garage, and I had to move her Grand Cherokee out of the garage so I could do that priming.
Yes.
Good son.
Right.
He moves his mom's
I'm going to put this out in the
Jeep
cold for a little bit so I can...
Yeah. You're not going anywhere. So I do that. I pop the keys in my pocket, because that's where they go. And then I was like, love you, Mom. See you later. And I drove home to my house, which is about 45 minutes away. And I was like, why is my pocket so heavy? And I had my mom's keys. And she's like, well, you're going to need to bring them back. And I was like, well, can I wait until tomorrow? She's like, okay.
She doesn't have a spare key that could wait till the next.
She did.
Okay.
She had spare keys, which is what I'm like, so what do you need these so badly for?
She's just like, I don't trust you.
Sentimental value.
Yeah.
Sentimental
Harry
value.
G, thank you, sir. Pay for internet. Pay for airline internet. Be a man.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think they expressly say that you cannot use that internet for video calling or voiceover calling. That is
Why is that?
so. It is not allowed.
This blue line will never be fixed. It is intentionally slight. It's not off center. I double checked this. I did it in Photoshop.
Ooh, so you know it's
Maybe
so
your
you know
TV. Your TV. If you're watching it on the big
You
screen,
can go do the horizontal
maybe your TV
adjustment.
is set to super zoom or
Right.
something.
Oh yeah,
So you won't paint at your house, but you'll paint your mom's. Yeah, I don't have a garage. I don't have a car hole here, so I have to. What does my mom call me? Not Matthew.
Maddie.
Deary.
Deary?
I think Deary. She's getting, she's getting up there. She's in her 70s. She's a grandmother to my dog.
To my dog.
But yeah, it was a pretty exciting day for me for the Scale Nationals release. I've got a lot left to do, but a lot being crossed off the list. Even today,
Even today.
you saw that even today, I got that bit of spot fill and primer out of the way, so that's all ready
Honestly, that
for
does
its
look
final
done.
coat of
That
primer.
almost looks like a nice patina job. I'm just like, just go with it.
Just glue the shit on and be done.
be done.
What's the problem?
Yeah,
Just be finished.
for sure. I'm
Uh,
Ben was saying
No.
daylight savings almost got him because, of course, if you live in Arizona or half of Ohio or something, they don't recognize daylight savings time. So we all shift, and they're just
right.
it feels like
They're
it
like,
has to screw
same
them
time.
up almost the same. Like,
Yeah. Rebecca pointed me to an Instagram meme thing, and she's like, "Why don't we do this?" It's like, just put daylight savings time at 4:00 on Friday.
oh, we'd all be super happy.
Yeah,
Well,
be like, "Oh,
In the spring,
time to go
in
home."
the spring, we'd be happy.
In the fall,
Yeah,
you got to work later.
exactly.
RC Dave charged up. Thank you very much. Ask Josh what an Arma Blackrock is. And great job on the new sledge video. Glad you got one. And fake 50K Josh didn't. Oh, snap. Ouch.
Yeah, I said black. I can't remember. Whatever.
Did you say Blackrock?
Whatever the 3S.
Granite?
No, they have a rock something. Isn't there an Arma rock something? I don't remember. I looked them all up and it was.
I don't remember. Okay.
It was something.
Whatever.
I can't remember.
Cool,
I remember
cool,
I looked at all
cool,
the ones
cool,
that were on sale and I said that one because they're all on sale. Which so big rock, whatever. Big rock.
Big
Black
Rock.
that's not
There
that
you
far.
go.
Uh,
The Black Rock is the RC 4-wheel drive 18 scale.
that- Brian.
So I can see how you got them confused.
Right, exactly.
Both
Brian Sherwood, thank you so much.
right up there.
Here's $2. Pick up the phone. I know. I forget. I told you. Like, it's. But totally makes sense. What else? The on your scale nat stuff. So
So I finished that body, and now the other body. What's going on here? There we go. The other body has been 1000 grit wet sanded, so just a little bit of white primer, and then I think we're off to the races with that one.
that's
This
class
weekend is
2 or
supposed to
class
be. This is class 1.
Okay.
What do you mean? It's got the back on it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes.
It's a regular truck. So yeah, It's supposed to be double digits this weekend, so I think I'm getting my paint on.
Nice. I need to paint as well, and which only means my interior tunnel and the rear wheel well tunnels, and that's it. So there's that.
What color are you painting them?
Black.
Wow.
I haven't decided what black paint to use yet, though. So
you've got a few choices: Krylon, Rust-Oleum.
Flex.
Do you have Rust-Oleum?
Yes, we have Rust-Oleum.
Flex. Steal it.
Steal it. Yeah. Yeah.
For when you want your wheel wells to be magnetic.
So I've got there's some stuff there to do, but we're gonna get there. I got a lot of stuff done on the trucks this weekend, which felt good.
I watched you do some wet sanding, which made me laugh endlessly.
I have wet sanded a lot in my day. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you're gonna wet sand something properly, it's got to be like with a block. You can't use your fingers.
Yes, you can.
No. Yeah. All the edges are going to get all rounded and weird.
Well, for one, it's all rounded anyway. You're going to block and you're still just going to hit, and you're just going to make edges that aren't supposed to be edges.
Let's agree to disagree.
So, yeah, it was my first carbon part that didn't really come out that well.
He said black rock. He said black rock. It's so good. Yeah.
But I had my first carbon part that really didn't come out like I wanted.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Nuts.
But honestly, I'm out of time to like think about redoing things, even so much as I need to do the matching set to this one. And I don't really have time to even worry about that. So I'm just printing it as is, and I'm just going to deal with the same thing on the other side, and I'll figure it out from there. I ran out of all of my black PETG from Prusa, so now I'm printing in my clear PETG.
Well, that's cool. You'll be able to see the mold as it gets made.
I suppose there's enough infill though that it's still pretty much it's still pretty opaque. But
well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Josh. We got to get these trucks done. Who cares what color the mold is?
Exactly. I just didn't feel like using that on this. I did order some like Overture brand PETG to use. And then this weekend, I hope to get the mold designed and get it printing over at Gately so I can use their big printer.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That'll save some time.
So it can run for 3 or 4 days solid over there.
We've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
But the light is at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully my metal supplies from Scale Metal Supplies, my Scale Metal Supplies will get here from Scale Metal Supplies this week. And if it does, I can knock those bumpers out in an evening.
Yes.
And then get all that stuff over to Bead Blast and Powder Coat. Somebody in the comments on the video was like, you're going to melt all the solder if you powder coat it. And I'm thinking, I did my research on this.
I don't think that's the case.
Back me up on this. The silver solder melts at around 1100 Fahrenheit, and powder coating only goes to about 400 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's not solder,
Yeah, it's solder in that it's silver. Anyway.
Ben is asking when you start your drive to Alabama.
The 6th, Wednesday.
Okay, but you'll be already to Richards that night, so hopefully you can, if you get an early enough start, which I assume you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I just assume like let's go. Like,
okay, it's Rebecca. It's 6:30. Let's get on the road. I'll probably just leave the night before.
Right. Like, I don't want to be late, so I'm just going to leave early.
I get to Richards at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah. And Brett says, the light at the end of the tunnel is the freight train of work you have left.
True. It's all the little fiddly things now. It's like, well, I got to put the louvers in, and they've got to be painted, and I got to prime those first, and I got to sand so they fit in there properly.
Yeah. I plan. We should get into mail call because I have some things that go along with my plans.
You do, eh? Okay. All right.
First, you should show us your giant, dirty Traxxas truck that came in, and what it looks like now.
Okay, so I don't have the box in here, but you've all seen the video, I presume. So this is the sledge.
Sledge.
Traxxas sledge.
Which?
Huh?
Oh, no, go for it.
Sled. It's the sledge witch. Yeah. It's big and it's very robust. It's sort of, they slot it in between the Max and the X Max.
Right.
And I guess, I don't know for sure because I'm pretty new to this stuff. But it's supposedly, I guess, sort of a replacement for the E-Revo, which is sort of a truggy thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Something like that. It definitely doesn't have that same, like, sleek look or the inboard cantilever suspension. But, yeah, I think it fills that space a little bit. So
it fills that gap a little bit.
I'm so surprised to see the massive construction style difference that it goes against so much of what Traxxas does. Aluminum pans, aluminum shock towers, like none of these are so un-Traxxas like.
Right. And a lot of people, shocker, are comparing it to the Arma line.
Creighton.
Like the Creighton, for example, or the Talion. There is, I mean,
they're
basically the even there's a lot of the same stuff.
The stamping on the chassis itself looks fairly Arma-like.
Yeah, there's no denying that. But I think the best way to describe this, and I didn't talk about it much in the video because I don't have a Creighton to compare it to, and maybe I'll have to get one.
Sure.
Maybe. Who knows? But what Traxxas is very good at lately is they're good at looking at the market in kind of a holistic approach, a whole kind of look at it, like they did with the TRX4.
Yeah, they
I will probably
4 or 5 years and go.
What is everyone else doing?
Wait.
Hold, keep holding. Now,
let's wait a few more years and see if it still sticks around. Wait.
Okay. But yes, there is enough in here. If you take a very close look at what Traxxas did with the sledge versus what Arma is doing with the Creighton, there are tremendous differences. The diffs are a huge source of difference. They are much larger, much thicker. There's a lot more bracing going into the chassis, aside from a bunch of other things. They've just done things differently but similar in that they are both truggies.
That dumb guy here asked a question, which I think I can parlay into a second one. Have you jumped your house yet?
No, I'm terrible at bashing, especially because when I have to film these videos, I film them by myself.
Yeah, you and I both. So, well, actually, sometimes I do.
I've lost.
Many times I've wrangled Tony into going out and like, hey, can you go drive this thing for me? And I'll point a camera at it. That'd be great.
Gotta fix my camera here. One second.
Price point on the sledge, it's like $800. Right?
Yes, $799 I think is where they're pricing that.
So,
yeah.
But yeah,
I'm back.
So
it's not cheap by any means, but it is right in the Fire Team range, and some of the other Arma stuff. But if you watched not just my video, but if you watched Greg's video over on RC Driver, he was a lot meaner to his than I was able to be to mine. And it held up to all of that abuse. So I think Traxxas has got a winner on their hands for sure. And I think this is sort of their toe in the water for what they're going to keep doing going forward. I don't know what their next stuff is, but it definitely appears to me as if this is going to be the platform from which they would breed other trucks.
Right. TRD Adventures, thank you, sir. Almost ready for Nats. Then I naturally broke my rear strial axle on my C3 this weekend and decided on a new body for the C2. Man, I constantly have to fight these things too. Just like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do, and then I I tell you what I decided to do on my C2 was so unnecessary entirely, but I don't know. I'm not saying anything about it. I didn't post anything about it until it's actually done to see if, first of all, if it worked. And then after it did work, I'll be like, here's what I did. And this was a bunch of time that I didn't need to spend and a bunch more titanium.
Did you build a styrene interior? No, you built a titanium interior.
No.
Titanium dashboard.
Titanium dashboard. No, but I talked about it in a little bit. I needed to do the sliders for the cage to mount to.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I talked about that, and I was doing that out of those mounts I decided to do out of titanium so I could weld the cage right to it. Naturally, as one would expect somebody to do.
Naturally.
But I kept talking about body mounting, remember? Like, I need to mount that body up for the C2, and I went too far. But it hasn't worked yet, so until it works, it's done. Well, the parts have to get here, and I had to start assembling it.
Even better when a plan doesn't come together.
I made some wild assumptions on this one. Let me tell you. So stuff is really going to have to, like, if it worked out, I will pat myself on the back harder than I normally would. And
okay.
But until then, hold your breath.
Will do.
There's a lot. Anyway, mail call.
One question first. Matt, sledge or wide max? Well, I mean, the budgets are pretty different on those two. And 4S versus 6S. So I'm always, go big or go home. So I'd probably go sledge if I had my choice between those two and I had the cash to burn on them.
The cost, how much is the cost difference between them? $200?
Yeah, $200 or so, I think.
That's not nothing.
I don't.
And so
that's not nothing.
Didn't Traxxas sue Arma and Tower Hobbies? They did. That was around 2015-ish, and it was for the cantilever inboard suspension and dual steering servo mount, as well as the locking differential thing. And that was on, what was that Arma vehicle called that had the cage? It was specifically that vehicle. It was very short-lived before it got axed because of it. The Twin Hammers, that was a different thing. That was also over the cantilever design itself, for the fact that it was one piece rather than two piece. What was that Arma called?
What was that?
It had a cage inside of it. Someone will know it, and they will put it on there.
Put it in the chat.
Who won the case? Traxxas won the case. They had a somewhat large settlement out of it, and right around that time was the time that Great Plains / Tower Hobby, the Nemo. It wasn't called the
Great.
What's that? It wasn't
Nero. It was the Nero,
not Nemo. Yeah, Nero.
Nero.
And right around that time is when Great Plains went out of business. And along with it was most of the settlement, although I think Traxxas got a hefty chunk of the
they got some money
bankruptcy. And then Horizon bought the smoldering remains of what was under the the Great Plains.
And to be fair, did a great job turning those companies around. Arma is a pretty great company. The Max, I have to deal in Canadian dollars because that's what my Traxxas.com defaults to, but the Max is $829 Canadian. The X Max is $1,430 Canadian, and the Sledge comes in at $1,144. So in Canadian dollars, it's like a $300 difference. Right. So it is
it's right. The
Sledge
middle.
Right is in the middle. Yeah.
So.
Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. When are you leaving for Nats? I've got some road trip meat to send you. But I wanted to try America's other meats. How will I know what other jerky tastes like? Is Jack Link's the same in Michigan as it is in Ohio? Who's to say?
Let me tell you, it's the same
I am
waxed
leaving
meat
on the 6th. It's the same waxed meat.
Jack Links, it's very waxy.
Oh, A-Main. We should check out the A-Main prices. A-Main.
Amen. Go to
A-Main.
EH.
Max.
Amen.
The Max will set you back $569.95. That's a pretty good deal. The Sledge isn't on the website yet, but it's $7.99 in US dollars. So it's still a $230 difference. Not insignificant.
Not insignificant,
So
for sure.
base your choices there.
So, okay, you did your Sledge first.
Yes.
I've got,
Which I did. I very much loved. I really did
technically
enjoy
did
it.
not come in the mail, but the F10 Axle Kits.
Oh, neat.
got,
Hey, those look like the ones that are on my VS410.
right? So
Yeah.
F10 Axle Kits that are available now. You buy the set and it comes with everything you need, with all the gears and all of the axle shafts and everything. This is what
Mine did not come in that bag.
No, they did not. This is what I used on my Class 1 because I was just like, and I was just like, I had these, or no, this is what I used in my Class 2. It's like I had these from testing when there were these. Front and rear. So complete, again, all portal gears, the tubes, the shafts, the bearings, and blah, 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 blah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do they come in separate bags?
Separate bags, yes, because this is the rear.
Front.
Yeah.
No, I mean like you get a front on its own, you get a rear on its own.
Right. Unlike the axial one, yes.
Okay, I was just asking. I'm not ripping on you.
But ours are not labeled front/rear axle kit.
Okay, fair. So it just says this is just the front axle.
Yes.
This is all you get.
F10 portal rear axle set. The word
just
front
for the rear.
Is nowhere in. And it's only near if you like.
If you hold them too close together.
So yes.
Okay, fair.
But 100% complete. Everything you need. 119
for one axle.
For one. 119 for the rear. 139 for the front. I did miss. Oh no, I got that one. Monster Scaler, thank you, sir. Getting the KMC tanks. Is there any way I could switch the hardware, and the beadlock rings so I can order them? No. That's not how that works. They're all packaged there. When you order them, they just get taken off the shelf and then put in the box. So,
Grim Reaper said, "No, Matt, don't ask to try other people's meat in different states to see if they taste different." Pardon me. I am from Canada, and I would like to try your meat. Get out.
What is the steering angle on the F10 front? I think, was it 40? I think it's
72.
49. That's with the steering stops. If you just grind the steering stops off, you can get like
70.
Mid-50s pretty easy. I've never actually measured what it is, but it'll lay all the way over. But you do start risking things because you start stressing universal joints and things like that. But you can get
Don't do it.
Deep 50s.
Are you going to grind yours for Class 1?
They're gone. Yeah. Yeah. I have all of the steering angle on everything. So,
good for you.
Speaking of Class 1.
Are we doing mail calls still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of Class 1, my electronics are here. My Crawlmaster BR Mini, Torquemaster BR Mini, and my Crawlmaster Magnum Stubby 13 turn with custom.
Oh, you went stubby, did you?
With custom orange brush hoods.
Oh, come on.
I didn't ask for that, but Holmes posted a picture on his Facebook. He's like, guess whose motor this is going to? And I definitely got.
Oh, jeez.
Well, more than
that is so lame.
So he built me up a motor that's all ready to go. I've got some parts that are stuck to the magnets. We'll cover that next. Brett says he measured his C1 at 59 degrees of steering with the F10s. the steering stops ground off.
That's pretty good.
It's a lot.
I'm going to get there. I'll get there.
Are the upper and panhard on the F10 different than the Pro or Ultra? Upper's in the same spot. The panhard is just like slightly different, but not. You could just adjust the link ever so slightly and you'd be fine. So.
All right, my turn.
Your turn.
So, Steady Spin sent me this in the mail.
Why does it say dig?
It says dig, 4-wheel steer,
all-wheel drive.
It says SBG grip.
GIMP?
It says grip on there too.
Oh,
yeah. And then stickers, and he taped another thing of foam to put some stickers in. This arrived, but it arrived very late. I was like, I already have a set of these. He goes, oh, that was the first set. These were sent a long time ago. And as you can tell, something happened to the actual packaging, and like the whole like addressy bit got rubbed off somehow. So anywho, I don't need these, so because I already have a set. So if there is someone out there with an SCX6 that wants these, I'll put them in I'll grab someone out of the chat.
There you go.
That says Steady Spin. Put that in there and you can have those.
Angry Duck RC, thank you. I got my first jerky order this week. Can we get a local distributor in KC so I don't have to wait next time? Good call.
That is a good call. All right, what's next for me? It's not technically... You did 2 in a row. I'm doing 2 in a row.
I was going to say, I was like...
Calm yourself down. It's not technically mail call, but it's assembled.
Oh, you got your
BRX02. Yeah. It does not come with the wheel wells. I purchased those.
Ah, it doesn't come with wheel wells?
No, it does not.
Oh. I'm kind of surprised at that.
Well, don't be. But I did... I did the assembly, all done. And it's quite the premium kit. I will give it that. The leaves are actually quite
pliable,
soft. Yeah, they're quite pliable. There's some pliability there, and some nice little bits and pieces that I wasn't really probably aware of when I bought it. But it has a front traction bar, so you cannot spin them and wreck the leaves.
So you don't get the...
It also has that same thing in the rear, so you can't do it in the rear either.
Also,
they actually spent a lot of time and effort making a really good quality kit. And while you do pay a premium for it, I think it is worth it. I really do. For a leaf sprung, long wheelbase kind of truck.
Right near $1,000, right? With the body?
With the body. If you don't get the body, you're certainly going to save a bit of cash.
Yes.
And I would recommend that, actually. Maybe don't get the body and make your own body. Because it is an odd wheelbase.
What is it?
Odd. Long.
Oh.
One moment.
So if you don't buy the body, you're going to have a hard time.
Well, if you don't buy the body, you'll be scratch building a body. What do we got here?
How many squares?
Stand by. I'm measuring the squares. I forgot how many it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 and a half.
Yeah, that is an odd one.
Yeah. It's a little on the long side, but it'll fit a nicely scaled up Land Rover Series 3 if you were apt to print one of those out, because I found a really good file for that on Cults 3D, which I'll be doing. Which is accurate too, because it has leaf springs.
Oh. Land Rover nerds everywhere, rejoice. Gunner Nissan, thank you, sir. One of the guys will put in the chat. SatisfiedJerky.com and
I will
never financially recover from this as the code, and we will get that pinned.
Yep. Shocks on this are good too. They're nice quality shock, but you don't need to fill them with oil. Don't ever fill them with oil.
Don't ever fill them with oil. That will do nothing for you.
It will make it worse.
And
how long is the Gladiator? Good question.
The bodies, the Phoenix clear bodies, are also on the website.
Hey, all right. Hey, thanks, Dana. That's perfect.
Josh, don't eat all the travel meat before you get to the lake house. Gunner's going to be at the event, Ben.
Is he? Is he staying at our house?
Out there? It's going to cost him like $6,000 in fuel.
$70 million. Ooh.
Every week he keeps recalculating the fuel. Like, ooh, thank you, Dana.
Yeah, it's about the same wheelbase. Well, a little bit shorter than the Gladiator, actually. So
yeah, the Gladiator's over 14, isn't it?
It's a long one. I don't think I have that many squares.
That's a lot of counting.
Yeah, 14.
14. Gotcha. So,
it's a big truck. All right, go ahead. Are you next? Go.
Yeah, sure. So I got a surprise package in the mail with some more things from Scale Metal Supplies. Weird, my package got here. I didn't even order one that came before yours. Not to rub it in specifically, but these are going to be kind of hard to see, but there are these little posts with holes drilled in them, and some of these
fabricating posts.
Some of these clamps here, and I have this is from before. This is their fixture table, their modular fixture table. And I ordered the tall ones before because I saw him post it in the, if you're into fabricating tube chassis, there's an RC tube chassis group, which is pretty good at this point. It hasn't been ruined yet. And I saw Andre post these, and I was like, that's amazing. And I didn't even know he was, I didn't know his real name from Scale Metal Supplies. I was just like, that's amazing. He goes, oh, they're on my website. And I bought them. And then I got a little surprise. There were some shorties in the mail.
Oh, nice. And they just showed up.
They just showed up. But they also showed up with his new hot seats.
Right. The bend and fold seats.
Bend and snap.
How much do they weigh?
I could find out. I'm going to bend one up.
Mine are lighter. Oh, Ian Turbot, great question. Am I going to see if the Loops Land Rover body will fit? I could. I don't think it will, though. I think it's going to be too long because the bed wheelbase, I think well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a shot. I'll have to take off the rear inner fenders and everything else. No, I'm going to print out that Series 3 body for this one, I think.
Are you going to make it as offensive as your SCX 24?
No, I won't do a cab over. Although.
So.
Maybe that's how I can ruin it better.
Ooh, ruin it even more different.
More gooder.
Because I'm quirky, and that's my thing. Look at my cab over.
Yeah. Okay, my turn next.
Okay.
I got a new GoPro. I got the GoPro 10.
Yeah. Put a little bend in the headrest, too. Look at you.
Now I can film all my action.
I like it. Oh, Gunner posted up. Not making it to Nats. Fuel costs have exceeded my budget. Get your meat ordered so you can have something to crawl.
Dang it.
Yeah, you know what?
Son of a
I'm not surprised. Like, yeah,
wildly expensive. That's not, you can't.
So,
I mean, I'm driving my Jeep down.
Right.
I'm not going as far. I'm going about half the distance.
And you're not towing a toy hauler and
yeah,
all of that. But
no.
Oh, look at that little seat. Look at that cute little thing.
Hey, all right. Will that fit a Cutter? Is that a Cutter approved seat?
I'm not taking Cutter out of the box, so.
You have Cutter?
No, I don't have Cutter. I'm still not taking him out of the box.
Cutter won't sit. Cutter doesn't fit in most seats.
Yeah. So, just saying. But there you go. Scale Metal Supplies, hot seats. Bend and.
Hello, Scale Custom Crawlers. Thanks for joining. I guess finally we could probably talk about it.
Oh, you got it. I didn't even notice the Trailfinder 3 sitting behind you.
Yeah, Trailfinder 3. Here it is. I've already done some mods to it.
Yeah, I see you've stickered it up. Like a true Jeep owner.
Yeah. I'm sadly disappointed there were no Punisher stickers included.
Ah.
I've only really taken it out of the box and driven it around on the bench and made some decisions about things already.
Well, I'm glad it took you so long to decide. What's the secret?
I'm not gonna get into it here because I am doing a full video review on the TF3, or Trailfinder 3, as you might call it.
12 grams.
12 grams. Okay, mine are still less. The body is quite nice. It's painted now. It's not just molded in white. It is painted white. The stickers come in the box. It is ready to run. The radio is god awful, as it always is.
Yeah. Is it still flexible? Does it still have 90 degrees of flex?
In the radio?
The RC four-wheel drive radios, you used to be able to, the whole top used to twist. Like, I mean, at least 45 degrees.
No, it doesn't.
If you hold the bottom. It was the silver one. You remember the silver one?
Yeah. That one was extra trash. That one is
I mean, that one's still chunky.
It's a thick boy, but you can't drive it one-handed unless you put like a thumb extender on there.
Yeah.
Like I had there. It's the least comfortable radio.
Right.
Anyway, I don't like the radio. It comes with a nickel metal hydride battery with an XT60 connector on it.
Just stop shipping the batteries, please.
Don't send the battery. Don't send the charger either.
No.
We don't need it. Nobody needs it.
Yeah, it's just like was it like e-waste in computers where they send crappy keyboards and mouse? Like, stop. Don't send it.
Yeah. There's some other things about it that I will hold off.
Was that moving quite a bit there without any input? Or without any resistance?
What are you talking about? That's normal, isn't it?
Oh.
I think the bell crank might be loose.
Ben wants to see the scale engine. Could you pop the hood?
Oh, no, you cannot do that, actually. You have to remove the body, which I did expedite by removing the screws and just putting some grub screws in those holes.
Right.
That way it comes off lickety split as opposed to, hang on, let me get my driver out. Yeah, it'd be nice if the hood opened. For reasons I'm about to show you.
It looks.
Does that thing got a Cummins?
Photos. Yeah, it does. It looks more like a Cummins, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That is labeled as a 22R.
It's awfully far forward.
That's because they had to put the steering servo back here. So they wanted to. I go over all of this in the review video. But yeah, there's definitely some things about it that I find unique.
Right.
And by unique, I mean not good.
Yeah, inline four is obvious, but it's not scaled to look. It looks the huge. Scale, the size makes it look like a Cummins. Not yes, we know a 22R is.
That's a Toyota motor,
right?
But just for the sake of comparison, here is another TF2. This one has the RC four-wheel drive 22R engine cover.
Yes. What is the length of that valve cover?
Hang on. Let me get my ruler out here.
Okay. Is that a 1.6 4BT?
Whoa, is that a Supra? This is about 2 1/4 inches long.
Okay.
Oh shit, there's my phone. And then the one in the TF3 is 3.5 inches.
As big.
I referred to it as a 22R in my post on the Scale Builders Guild forum review. And then someone said, I think you meant 222R.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's, yeah.
Oh.
I did pull apart the transmission to see what all was in all of there.
Yeah.
And the motor stops about here.
Really?
So all of this is just plastic, and it's hollow. So I guess you could put a 550 can in there if you wanted.
Right. Or like two 540s.
Two 540s will fit. Yeah, so I don't know. I
3.5 inches is awfully large. Just saying.
3-cylinder, 22 liters.
Yeah.
Good one, Jay. They made it a straight 8. Yeah, so more to come. Obviously, I'll do a full exhaustive review, and if people are really keen, maybe I'll even compare it to the Boom Racing one. But I don't really think that it's fair to compare those two because of the price differential. Yeah,
I mean, it seems like a similar buyer though, regardless of the actual price. Like,
I don't disagree with you there, Josh. This is being a leaf sprung truck and not a performer by any means, more of a trail truck.
I hate you so much.
I know you do.
If you say it in that video, like, it's okay that it sucks. It's a trail truck. Like,
No, I wouldn't say that.
no, of course
I wouldn't say those things together.
Yeah.
Blind Guy RC, thank you very much. All of Canada wants you to beat Josh. No pressure. I don't think I'm going to beat Josh, just to be straight up and honest.
Class 1, I have completely departed from the realm of thinking like I am building a comp truck. I just, other than the fact that I'm like, oh, I'm going to put a winch in this. But like, other than that, I've just been like, I'm just building along and wasting time.
We're calling 3.5 inches big now? My girlfriend will be interested in this new development. Someone else said they blessed me with 5 squares. Travis Gilmore. I did buy both. Matt did buy both. Is somebody saying that I didn't buy one?
You bought both rigs. I see. I got you.
Yeah. I bought both of them.
You paid your money for both of them.
It's David Fair said it's just cold in the Forerunner.
I said trail truck a number of times in the news, but I'm not trying to say trail truck as like an excuse for something. I'm just saying, like, the trucks are I still call basically any of these trail trucks, regardless.
Yes.
So
maybe we could change that a little bit, and we could say trail truck versus like a more competitive trail truck.
You're still just trying to make excuses.
No. I don't need to make excuses. I stand by my descriptions.
Right. How do I weld my cage work? I've got a number of different setups. I've got a TIG welder. I've got a Detroit torch that I use for when I do brazing. I've got a MIG welder, but I would never use that for like cage work. I wouldn't suggest it for that type of thing. But mainly it's either TIG or my Detroit torch.
You can put a driver in a Porsche. Doesn't mean they're a race car driver. It's all in the skill. You've got this, Matt. Well, I'm suffering greatly on that as well. So
I don't think either of us are lacking.
Are we gonna have any test time on either of these trucks? Like, I mean, you've driven your Class 2 a little bit, right?
I've driven my Class 2 for the most part. Oh, I will get back to that, Jeremiah. I have driven my Class 2 a decent amount. But not with scale points in it, really, or the weight. So, but the one thing is that my Class 1 is a VS410. It's F10s, VS410 chassis, VFD. Like, I know how that truck drives. Now the weight is a whole nother thing, and you just have to. I'll have to deal with that, and I'll have certain limitations of it. But I know how that truck drives.
Yeah.
And
honestly, I know how these drive. They go forward and they go backward and they turn left and right.
I know what to expect of how they act in certain situations.
It's going to go up this, and then it's going to probably roll over.
Jeremiah said, thank you. I missed that one. How many batteries do you have for your Dewalt driver, and where do you get them? Might buy a 10.2.
I have 2. I'm ordering a third.
Only issue comes with the Endure hard body. He's asking $250. I only have the 2 batteries for mine. I've never found a situation where I was able to kill the second battery before the first one was done.
I have 2. I was going to get a third because the one of them is not holding as much of a charge as it used to.
I was thinking about at the office I have 2 Dewalts so that I can have a 2.0 in one and 2.5 in the other without having to change bits. And I'll probably do that here as well. And then that would give me 4 batteries because 2 and 2 they are interchangeable. They add together.
Sorry, here's a great screen name. Rhymes with nuthole. New around here. Big fan of both channels and really enjoying watching the builds. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. And that name gave us both a good.
We love a good we love a good name.
It's no Seafart fire truck, but it's pretty good.
Oh my god. Yeah, Squints Palidorus, another one of my favorites. Blind Guy RC, don't worry. Canada loves you plus him and Traxxas.
Nobody cares about you, Josh.
DRZRC, thank you as well. Josh and Matt, what cameras and or mics do you all use for recording on the trails? GoPro.
Oof.
All I use is anymore. I used to do other stuff. Now I just use the GoPro.
I for most of my trail stuff, any outdoor stuff, I use the Sony ZV-1, which is a tiny little baby tiny camera. But it's great for when I'm on my gimbal because I can put this on the gimbal and then I can see in the display right there. So that's how that one works. Sometimes I take out my A6500, which I'm recording right now. It's a Sony mirrorless camera as well. But I'll be upgrading to something better in a bit.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear once you start using the newer GoPro stuff.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? To be fair, I am going to be using this a fair bit. I am probably going to take this and my good camera with me for nationals. I'm not going to be doing a lot of actual filming at nationals other than just some of you and some of, other people that I know, not myself. I'll get someone else to hold the camera for those ones.
Right.
No, I'm going to comp and film my comp runs at the same time.
I do, but it's
Don't you wear the GoPro on your head, though?
Nope. I sometimes wear a chest mount, but that's about the extent of what I will wear as far as Josh with a complicated contraption setup. I just run a basic, I use a tripod.
Serious, just on GoPro.
GoPro on my tripod. It's a rubber tripod that is great for the rocks. You can set it down if you want to. Otherwise, you can just put it in your back pocket, sit on it. But the GoPro's it's pretty awesome. And it's the stability now is pretty awesome. Are you guys spotting for one another? No, I will. No.
Oh gosh. No. No. Josh won't do it right.
Right. And I will be yelling at Matt so hard. Like,
it'll be like, when they're trying to get like a hostage situation diffused and they just like play heavy metal the whole time. That's what he's going to do to me.
Oh, I'm going to yell at you regardless during your run. Like,
you're such a twit. I hope you don't.
Oh, you don't. I will. I'm going to heckle you mercilessly. Like
noise canceling headphones.
Oh, that even better. That's going to make the video look so cool.
Got my AirPods, buddy. What's an okay hobby gimbal? I haven't bought a gimbal in a long time. I still have the Zhiyun Crane V2 from that's 6 years ago.
That's the exact same one I use, the Zhiyun Crane V2.
Yeah, it's quality.
They have come down in price, for different ones, but I haven't had to buy one, and I bought that 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so.
I think you bought it after I recommended it to you.
Sounds about right.
Could be.
So.
Chuck's RC Habit, thank you very much. Can't wait to see you guys at Scale Nationals. Can't wait to see you.
Right?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing people.
Right. I talked to Fish today, just about because he's bringing us. I say he's bringing us. He's bringing his easy ups and has offered them for us to use.
Oh, nice. so we can be elites and have our own easy ups in our staging area.
I made sure that the branding was proper on them. Like make sure
any drift company drift
company will do.
Moose Jaw just said, Josh at Matt, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. Will Schultz be there? Good question.
Schultz
I don't think
there, and
he will.
Yes.
Excellent. Of all the people I really want to see, Schultz is one of them.
Schultz will probably have to be some sort of mediator.
No, we're going to be very nice to each other. This is not a competition.
Yes, it is. Literally is.
Wait. Holy shit, it is. Damn it.
More mail stuff. I didn't even get to the end.
Oh my gosh. TRD Adventures, thank you very much. You two spotting each other sounds an awful lot like holding the flashlight for, say, working on the car.
Yeah. Why are you looking? Where? Oh, Schultz did that. John. Which Schultz? John Schultz. Schultz screwed up on one course for me in. Where were we at? Were we at? I think we were at Nationals last year in Vegas, and he forgot where the gate was, and he told me to go to a wrong gate.
Oh boy! Oh yeah, I remember that. I saw that.
Did I leave it?
I saw that. Yeah, I think you left it in.
I don't remember. All I remember is yelling at him.
Yeah. You know what though?
What the fuck, Schultz? What do you?
I'm going to have him spot for me. I think that's the way to go. He is a very good driver. He is better than you at driving.
I will challenge that. He and I are actually. I like competing with Schultz a lot. He and I go and walk courses really well together. We'll come up with a decent plan, and we usually do.
Oh, I'm definitely hanging around for that then.
Yeah. So I will. We can all likely there'll be a group of us that run together, and we just have to figure out who has to run which courses first.
Yes.
So.
It'll be me for every single one of them.
No, because that's not going to help anybody. They're like, well, after the first gate, we don't know what to do, but he had a really good idea about all the lines that didn't work on that one.
Okay. We know exactly what not to do. Somehow he used his winch before he even got to the first gate.
Yeah, he just wrapped it around the axles and sucked it all in. Josh, who did better at Rogues Roja, you and John? I think that I beat John in both Class 1 and Class... I know I did in Class 1 because I got into the finals. In Class 2, I think that I did as well. I did pretty well in Class 2. Class 3, he beat me because I did not have a four-wheel steer truck. I just ran my Class 2 again. But anyway, so... yeah, I bought a couple of indicator stands. If you don't, it's a stand that is magnetic, but it's on a switch, so it doesn't really work as a magnet until you flip the switch, and then it works.
That's kind of cool.
You use these to hold an indicator in machining. You can put it on there, check run out, things like that. But I plan to modify them with a couple of different ideas,
because you've got more than enough time.
This isn't necessarily so. I'm going to try and modify some sort of clamp on the end of this, but I also got some magnets with a 1/4-20 thread on it. And
what is this for?
For fabricating, holding tubes or all kinds of things because, friction arcs, like we use these in camera stuff as well.
Sure. Yeah.
But one thing that has been quite a pain is that titanium, none of my magnets work. So it's a real pain in the butt to get stuff to hold together. So I was like, I need a thing.
Yeah, you're like holding them.
So
you're holding the tube in your teeth.
Yeah. And TIG, try not to melt anything. But yeah, so more.
Checkered Past just said Schultz would be the least impartial to spotting for each of you. I feel like if you were spotting for the other, I feel like Matt would choose violence. Just go over there.
Yeah, go over there. That's not even our course. I didn't say you had to.
Go. Get over there.
I said just go over there. I don't even care what you do.
Oh, boy.
I also got a Scale Metal Supply t-shirt.
I've got one of those. My wife wears it as pajamas. She wears all my, like, any RC related shirt. She's like, oh, that one's really soft. And then she steals it. That's a good one for sleeping.
So glad you got that tool now that you're done with the titanium tube work.
He's not done.
I have enough titanium for 2 or 3 more. And I'm not done.
No, but all of that is going to go into the 2 that you already are working on.
Yeah. So much of it.
Okay, well, that's mail call, yeah?
Yeah, I guess. If you want to procrastinate working on your truck, just buy stuff for it.
Oh, did I have these last week?
Are those for the Max?
Yeah.
You're going to go do some snow flinging, or are you going to go to the beach?
It's looking like beach weather now.
Give it a week.
Yeah, well, no, I think the snow's done. I think we're done.
That's good. I'm going to let you keep thinking that.
Yeah, I hope we're done.
RC crawling spotting sounds like cheating in my book. Not really.
No, not at all.
Spotting is the same in full size too. You also have to have somebody who runs your winch line and things like that because you need both hands to do things.
Yep.
It's not really. And so just how it goes.
Jay Walker said Matt would choose to secretly bind his transmitter to Josh's rig. Although I use Spectrum and he's on Futaba. But right. I would buy a 3 p.m. whatever just to screw with them.
Oh.
I would do it. Over an hour for mail call. Oh my gosh, yeah, it has been. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
not like we were really on target, but
we don't have a schedule. How many episodes have you seen, Adam? You know that this show is pretty much like jazz. It's like jazz fusion.
Jazz fusion. The jazz. Play the jazz flute.
So, how many more days do we have left?
22.
Before what day, though?
That's before Thursday.
Okay, so I have 21.
Yeah, well, because you're leaving Wednesday? Yeah. Well, I leave Wednesday too, so yeah. But I don't technically fly out until like 2 o'clock, and I don't figure I need to leave for the airport until like 12:30. So that gives me like 12 and a half hours on Wednesday.
Yeah, because you can sleep on the plane. I can sleep in the car, too. Speaking of, I'm still considering some sort of change in my vehicle.
Well, if
not for this trip, obviously.
Okay, good. I'm just like, man, you trying to throw in driving an electric car to Alabama sounds like such a bad idea.
In so many ways. But our friend Jeff from Rex Racer 19 or Mod 19, he is driving his Tesla Model 3 Performance from North Carolina.
It's not as far.
No, it's not as far. But he's doing it. Reefs RC, hello, welcome. Don't see you on this show very often. What was I saying? No, so yeah, not for this trip, obviously. But I'm still thinking that the 4xe could be a thing.
Still thinking about it, yeah?
Yeah, 4xe, Polestar 2, and then there's another Volvo in there, and even Model 3.
Randall says, hey, we have charging stations in Alabama. Oh, I know. You can get almost anywhere. But like the added...
It's not like... What planet do you live on? It's not like you're going... You're not doing zigzags to get there.
No, you're not doing zigzags, I know. But it's not like it's just direct.
In most cases, it is now.
Until you get to some of those areas where it's not.
But no, I am hesitant on full electric.
Right.
And I really like my Jeep, and I would like the ability to go off-roading still and doing all that stuff. But in the city, not using gas would be really great.
Right. Yeah. Like Ben says, thanks for balancing out my carbon footprint.
Yeah, exactly. I'm helping you.
You do that,
Ben.
So we can have fun still.
Cracker Barrel has charging stations. All right, we are set.
Yeah, well, there's Cracker Barrel has them. You're set in the south.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going? Am I going to RCX in Pomona the 26th, 27th of this month? Absolutely.
Yep, he's gonna be there.
Not a freaking.
He's
chance.
gonna be there.
He's gonna throw away
signing autographs, wasting time
out of the 22 I have left.
So you can see what Trax's cars do some jumps.
RCX is not what it used to be. They are combining it with three other expos that'll probably be a little bit more popular. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to RCX. I would go if I had nothing else going on, anything in the near future of the event. But there's zero chance of me making it.
Yeah, you've got trucks to finish.
Oh God,
yeah. Stick with a hybrid for now. Have you seen the Rivian? I have seen the Rivian. Have you seen the price tag of the Rivian?
Oh, it's like $100K now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they kind of backtracked on that a little bit.
Yeah.
The SUV that I like better of the two models, like they have the R1T and then the R1S, I think.
Right, there's the 4-motor and the 2-motor or whatever.
Yeah, but no, there's like an SUV version.
Okay.
Like an actual SUV. I like that one better, but that one's still $100K. So get out. Matt to Alabama is direct. Exactly. It's like, and then John Kavanagh said, if I go straight to Alabama, it's 3 roads. It's like 3 highways. That's it. It was like, that's it. Done.
Yeah, I'm flying into Atlanta, and I get into Atlanta hopefully late Wednesday night. I have a very short layover in Texas, which makes me nervous because I never have good luck flying through Texas. But the good news is that I will be carrying on the trucks. The trucks will not be in checked bags.
Yeah, no, you would never do that.
Never check the trucks. Always carry the trucks on.
Unless
everything else can be replaced.
Unless you've got a very high-end yellow gigantic Pelican case like I do.
Oh, I'm not worried about them damaging the truck. I'm worried about them
You're worried about them not getting them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, how many planes are you going on?
2.
Yeah, right, because you always do that. See, I go direct.
It's because I don't live next to Toronto. Toronto has fingers that go from it. I'm on one of the little webs where they kind of also.
Yeah, we're an airport.
Yeah. Like, hey, we're over here. Some of you want to land? Like,
do you want to land here? No? Okay.
So,
Steady Spin, thank you very much. Grab a coffee and keep wet sanding. I'm done wet sanding. That's it. Until I polish, then we're wet sanding again.
Bonus. So yeah, I'm in Sacramento, which is not a major hub. But we're gonna make the trip down. Take that trip, quick one through Dallas or Houston, whatever one. I don't know which. I'm not excited about it, regardless. And then, not that I don't like either of those cities, I just never had good luck at their airports.
Matt flexing again. Yeah, because I don't take connector flights.
Exactly. I only fly.
When I go out west to visit this ding dong, I go into San Francisco because it's a direct flight, and then I drive because I am not going to Sacramento Airport.
Our airport is awesome.
I don't care.
It's just not very busy.
It's awesome because it's empty.
Yeah, it's beautiful and clean because there's nobody there to get it dirty. Yeah, I'm just saying. But we, so there may be, Nicole and I may be making a stop at the store to pick up some clothes on the way.
What store are you going? What?
Like if our bag doesn't make it with the clothes.
Oh, gotcha.
But pick up a rental car.
I can bring
Thursday.
a few extra. I can bring some extra clothes for you if you like some good RC sleeping shirts.
Yeah, I would just be all weekend just trying to pop the buttons off the top of your shirts. Just dink. Yes.
I'll be on course driving and I'll get a button in the eye. Raymond Smith, what's the coldest temperature that you'd 3D resin print at? Well, in this room, before Josh told me I could cut a hole in my ductwork, I think I was printing around 11 degrees, and that was okay. That would work. Don't do it though. That's Celsius too, by the way, not Fahrenheit. And Raymond Smith, thank you very much. Keep it up. All extra small, Matt. Yes, exactly, Mr. Kilburn.
Medium. Extra medium. Oh.
Why do I keep visualizing Josh running to the first Class 1 gate, toting his luggage, screaming, I'm here, I'm here.
Brad says, my flight was direct from Atlanta to Sacramento. Brad, I know that because I have the direct flight home. However, a direct flight there does not exist. So I have that direct flight home, which I've taken that flight before. We flew out of there on our return flight from Rome. And then we got stuck on the runway in that plane for 3 hours before we took off for the 5-hour flight. It was, I watched like a full movie on the plane before it took off. It was the one where like Matthew McConaughey's digging for gold somewhere. I think it's just called Gold.
No, it's not. It's isn't that National Treasure? No, that's it's not just called Gold.
I'm pretty sure it was just called Gold or something like that.
It's not.
Toad Daddy, the Frog Father, says, I'm late. Can we have a mail call review? It was the first hour of the show.
It was the first hour of the show.
Lost Gold? Was that
Lost Gold?
Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold.
That sounds
right.
more
Gold
like it.
Diggers? Damn. There's a lot of... All of these sound like, yeah, that was it. That was it. That was... I'm not sure which one it is, but I'll never believe anybody now. Because
Rolled Gold.
Rolled Gold. Pretzels.
The pretzel story. Matt, if you're sleeping in the same camper as Josh, nope, house, I'd bring some earplugs. Oh, Josh. I wonder. I'm just going to ask this question. You don't have to answer. In fact, don't answer. I'm just wondering if maybe secretly Nicole knew that Ty was there. And that was like a thing for you two. A good 3D printer to start with. People seem to like that Ender 3? Ender 2?
Ender 3, V6, 2JZ,
9er.
20 RET.
Was there a 9er in there? Yeah, I don't have that. I started with the TiVo Tornado, which was always a pain in the ass. Now I have a Prusa Mark III i3 Plus, and it is killer.
E3, i3, Mark III Plus.
Mark III.
Another one of those names.
Perry G, thank you very much. Careful, Matt. Sharing shirts is one thing, but if you guys cuddle, you have to sponsor him. Ask John Holmes. No, thankfully, I am not sleeping anywhere near Josh or his lady friends.
I should really keep something a secret in my life, but
that's the problem with the YouTube channel. It just all kind of comes out.
like how many hours a week are you live on the internet? Well,
too many.
Things to talk about yet? No, I've told all the almost all the personal stories in my life. So that's
Sahara. That was the other movie he was in.
So, have you seen the Prusa XL? I don't think it's out yet. Technically, is it?
I think you can order it, but it's not
available.
Available.
Right. Yeah.
But it's big.
It is big, which is, appealing, but it still is only going to do things in the same speed. It's like
it doesn't. It just makes them bigger.
Yeah, you can just do bigger things, but not any faster, which is kind of like. I
kind of want to do it faster.
That would be nice. Have we talked about the sled yet? Yes, we have. At the very beginning. So after the show's over, you can go back and watch that and catch up on that part of it.
Yeah. Bottom line, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool until you flip it upside down in the water, and then you have to go down in your boots and get it because it does not have the auto writing, which is fine.
Would that have worked underwater?
It wasn't underwater. It was in the water.
Okay. I see the difference. So
it wasn't fully submerged.
Yes. That I understand now.
Like my trail trucks.
So I give up. I give up on you.
I know. David O'Brien, thank you very much. Hey, Matt or Josh. I know he's asking me. Can recommend some precise aluminum cutters? Seriously, I am building something from beyond typical RC. Any help appreciated?
Aluminum cutters?
If
I'm cutting aluminum, it depends. It really depends on the scale you're talking about. I mean, I don't assume you're talking about like tin snips. I assume you're talking about like. I would use a 4-inch angle grinder with a cutoff wheel that is specifically rated to do aluminum so that it does not explode. So.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's way more information needed. Otherwise,
Yeah. And by all means, DM Josh direct with that question. He loves answering his DMs.
I will. Preferably on Instagram or Facebook. Not my personal Facebook. I do not.
No, don't. Harleydesigns Inc.
Yeah, and I won't respond to you if you do.
Yeah. Is the Sledge Traxxas admitting Arma had the superior build design? Well, we talked about that earlier. No. Not really. It's a longer answer than that.
Yeah.
Go back and watch.
There is definitely similarities. So I agree.
There's definitely similarities, without a doubt.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
I feel like we should just keep the live show going just for several more hours, so I don't have to get back to work. On my trucks.
I did stuff already today, so I feel like I could actually walk away and go to bed.
I definitely cannot. I got home, ate quickly, made a drink so I could put up with you. And and
it's the other way around, man. I'm always hammered by the time the show starts.
Right.
Well, gotta spend another 2 hours with that idiot. I'm bummed. Oh, Adam Tedman. I'm bummed the TF3 kind of sucks. That was going to be my next rig. I didn't say that it sucks yet.
If there's not an answer for that steering thing, like immediately apparent, like, oh, this screw is visually almost ready to fall out.
Yeah, let's check that.
Then that's not great. I don't hate.
It's not a good sign.
I don't hate it. Not gonna lie.
Well, when it works,
it has. I mean, it can be designed to work well, but you know, it's still pretty loose.
It's still pretty loose.
Alrighty then.
It might just be slop.
Yeah, that's the worry, right? If it is, that's the problem. But my send, cut, send, resend, recut, resend parts are being shipped. Like Matt always says, measure 3 times, cut at least twice. You get it.
Yes. This is how you design things. Measure once. Design it. Print it. Measure it again. Then measure it again. Then fix the design. Then print it. Then measure again, because somehow you missed something in
Like,
one of those measurements.
This one.
And then print it again. And then you're done.
It's time for a new set of headphones.
Nope. You lost something
Died
there?
over here.
Oh,
my trusty headphones. These AKGs have lasted me a really long time.
What's a good chassis that the Mojave body would fit easy? How about the C1? The C1 Pro? That's
the Brazen scale?
Yeah.
It seems like, just about any of those will fit.
That'll fit.
It's not really a difficult body to fit.
It's not no. It's 11 point something inch wheelbase.
You got to make links.
You got to make your links.
It's a pretty standard body. You can put that thing on definitely about anything.
Just about anything. I've seen it on just about everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely. Like, find the one you like the best and buy that.
That kind of looks like the slop in the leaves is allowing the whole axle to move.
Cut Frin, the laser went in designing. No, I just cut to my final part size.
Yeah, because it cuts around that area. It doesn't cut into that line.
Now, if you're trying to dial in for like bearing pocket type stuff, I guess I could. Like what do I usually make my holes? 3.2 to
3.2.
So what is 3.2 millimeters in inches? 3.2 divided by 25.4 is, 3.2 divided by 25.4. Did I do that right? What are you laughing about?
I cut it too short enough.
That is 1259. So I can pin it, since I have pin sets now, and check to see if a 125 passes through, but a 126 does not.
Is anyone else even more bored?
You should. So.
Is the slop a bad Chino mod? No, I haven't done the Chino mod yet, Adam. I have to run it stock first. I have to run it stock.
That's what they did. They did the Chino mod, but they did it in the wrong spot. Like, we just make this a little loose, and it.
They Chino modded the spring purchase.
Yeah, the steering instead.
No.
Like, oh no.
Poor Chino's rolling over in his grave, hearing us referring to the Chino mod as a bad thing.
So it's a little bit under. It's like 1 thou or so under. So, but you can still pretty much design to that size. You'll be fine.
I guess Tony wants to get more bored. Let's talk roundabouts.
Ooh, yeah.
No, we're not talking. We're not wasting any time on this show on roundabouts.
Oh, I did finish my C1 bumper.
Oh, nice. That looks good.
So
that turned out all right.
My
Did Chino die? No. He's not dead.
No. Chino Fest is actually coming up here soon. So.
Oh, why don't I get to go to Chino Fest?
I don't know. And so.
Wrong country.
Yep. But
wrong border.
Goes up, match the fenders, gives my grill guard, my fair leads right there in the front. I plated it with some 0.5 millimeter titanium that I welded. Man,
I've
that
got a
was
front
fun.
bumper too.
What do you know?
Mine's
I feel like
not
mine's better
done yet.
clearance.
What are you talking about?
Goes
Hey,
up higher.
it has to be in front of the tires, right? That's the rule?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That's good.
Josh, do you use the tooling sensor on your Stepcraft? I do. I use it every time. I find it much easier than setting it, but with the paper method, although both work. So sometimes I've still done that. Will the rear axle clear the gas tank on the VS chassis kit if extended to 12.8? I don't know. It'd be real close. Probably too
That's
close.
pretty. Yeah, that might be too close.
Probably gonna have to trim that out. So yeah, that's I don't even know what I'm gonna work on tonight, other than I definitely need to get some more stuff printing. For some reason, just getting my printer going, like just coming in and being like, okay, the files are already done. I'm just like, and you put them in there, slice them, and get the printer running. Like that has been an insurmountable task for me. Like I should already have.
You know what happens to me?
This printed and loaded.
I forget every night. I'm like, oh, I've already got resin in the resin printer, just sitting there in the tub waiting for me. And I go, oh, better fire up the resin printer when I head out of the workshop here in a minute. And then I just walk out and go to bed. I'm like, I forgot to do that again.
Yeah,
It's probably not good to leave it in there for this long.
I might end up with a resin printer here shortly. We'll see.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Elegoo?
Well, not yet. I told him I wasn't interested in that Mars 2. That seems like it's on that out.
You got to get the Mars 3.
Right.
That's what I have.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the Saturn.
The Saturn. What's the Saturn?
Just a bigger print bed.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need that. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm like, do I actually have room to start to throw another machine either anywhere in this? When I walk in with a box that size,
somebody's face gets all crinkly.
It's like, where are you going to keep putting this stuff?
Don't put your resin printer in your home. Put it in your garage.
That I got a problem there too, because
put it near one of the machines at work.
Yeah.
Don't bring it home, because I was watching K-pop RC the other day.
Yeah.
And he has it like in like next to his bedroom. He's in an apartment, and I was like, get that thing out of there. He's like, yeah, I can only use it when my girlfriend's not home.
So that's what's kind of wild to me, is because like we have a Formlabs resin printer at work, and there's no odor, except like if you're actually cleaning the part.
This thing stinks.
Yeah, if
it's running.
That's wild.
That's how it is.
Huh. It's so weird. So yeah, I need
what
other half of this
window
printed tonight.
What window was used for the extra cab on the yellow Toyota behind me? Well, that was built by somebody else, so I'm going to guess that he popped that out of something that had some roundness to it. Maybe like a Orangina bottle, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, what?
You ever had Orangina?
Nope.
Right. It's a European orange drink.
Of course. You couldn't just go with Fanta.
It's not Fanta.
Like a North American.
Fanta's also European. But I'll forgive you, idiot. Josh comes home. Nicole, good news. We're adding on to the house that we don't own. Eddie approved it. I said to Eddie, you know what this house would really benefit from? A 3D printing room. He was like,
if I could just double the size of this room.
If I could just quadruple the size of this room, I would be close to what you have.
I should have taken Nicole up on it at the time, but she was just like, Why don't you just use the big bedroom
and we'll move into this tiny room?
Yeah. She's like, all we do
I mean, you've already got stuff everywhere else. All we do in there is what, Josh? Just sleep. That is all. Nothing else. Nothing else happens. We save that for when we go to the campers.
Yeah, we got a camper in the back.
Yeah, and there's always a guest. You always have somebody in there.
Yeah. We just invite someone over. Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing this weekend? You want to sleep in our camper? We won't be in there, we promise. Oops, we forgot. Tee.
Only found on the deepest subset of the internet, but
we're going dark web tonight,
she's
guys.
Gonna absolutely hate in Alabama with all of this.
I'm not saying a word because I like Nicole. I only talk about this stuff when she's not around.
Right. Oh, she could act. I think that you can actually kill someone in Alabama for that. It's okay though. It's allowed. But like,
he's got the old axial camper in the backyard. Right. Oof, nobody wants to sleep in that. I had to sleep in that one time.
You did?
No,
did you ever hear the story about when they went to go clean it? Like, Schultz went to go, when Schultz still worked for Axial, he went to go like get it ready for an event, and he's just like, he came back into the building at Axial and he goes, I think someone's living in it. Because it was parked behind the Axial warehouse. And someone just moved in.
Yeah, someone was like, well,
it was like a
squatter's rights.
It was a homeless lady.
Yeah.
She just moved in.
Yeah. I think that was hopefully after I slept in it.
I think it was right before.
It's the day before.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, no one else wants to sleep in this thing. There's an empty spot.
Me and Scott sleeping in there, and Scott, I think, forgot that I was sleeping in there that night, and I got up because I had to go to the bathroom like a normal person, and I think he was ready to like club me over the head with like a blackjack or something. Oh. He was not pleased. I was like, hey man, remember me?
Which Scott?
Scott
G or
no, not Scott G.
Kirkus.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, if Scott G was about to attack you, I'd be legit scared.
Yeah, that would be a frightening moment if that was the case. Even on his happiest moments,
I know,
he looked pretty mad.
Saying, I feel like he could be an imposing figure. Like,
yeah. I'm sorry. That's how I actually introduced myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's. Have you put any thought into other events for the year that you're?
I'm looking at Team K&K.
Okay.
Because I feel like Richard and I would probably go to that.
I started looking at plans for that today.
Yeah.
So
Axle Fest. I'd love for there to be some sort of firm announcement.
Yeah, agreed.
Of some description.
Yep.
Because I'd really like to plan for that event if that's a thing. I don't think I'll be going to Axle Fest Badlands.
Right. No, me either. But I do think that I'm going to look at today. I started looking at K&K, so probably going to make that.
Oh well, I'm out then.
Yes, just that's why I was trying to get ahead of it, let you know now, so you could.
FYI, I'm going. FYI, I'm not going now. No, that could be a thing for sure. I wouldn't mind going to that. I like that event. It's great because it always rains.
Yeah, exactly.
Heavily.
I've experienced that as well. I have never gone and competed. I've only been there and not competed. So.
Oh yeah.
This year I would go and compete.
Oh well, then I'm definitely going.
So. That would be the plan.
Yeah. Proline by the Fire. I would love to go to that.
Well, that's good because that's at the end of the year, so we have lots of time before you have to.
Oh, good. Good, great, because
It's October this year.
The medieval theme.
You need time to build your tiny castle.
my wooden truck. I'm gonna build a.
You build the Trojan horse.
No, that's not medieval. I'm gonna build a trebuchet.
Oh, gotcha. When was the Trojan horse? Roman times?
That was Troy. So, Greek mythology, Roman, Greek,
Middle Ages.
Where's Moose Jaw to slap you?
I know. He's around. I think he's.
Did I have any problems with wheel nuts cross-threading on my BRX02? No, not a lick of that.
Yeah, Ben brought it. There's an event happening here in. Ben, I don't remember when it's May. Maybe it's called Clash of the Four Cardinals.
Oh yeah, I saw this on Facebook.
And
we need to talk about this.
They're giving away actual Jeep Wranglers? Question mark?
So I went to the Facebook page because
Okay.
I think we were talking about this in the mod chat, and I was like,
Yes.
this doesn't seem like a thing. But they've worded it very carefully.
Okay, I have not went and confirmed the wordage myself.
The winners of each class have the chance to win a Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
So my theory is that there's going to be a gigantic wheel with slivers
And
this
the
big.
nails bent over in the
It'll never land on it ever.
So
And then they give away 4 Jeeps.
I don't know what the deal is. I don't care about what the deal is. I bought a ticket to go because
Well, hey, free Wrangler.
I mean I could use a third Jeep.
Why not?
But either way.
But not only are they giving away the Jeeps, there's also like big cash prizes for all the winners of each class,
Which
too.
is not a chance to win big cash prizes. It's
No.
just a big cash prize.
Here's
Now,
your money.
My ticket for that, like per class, it was like $90.
How many classes did you enter? Half?
Half a class? Yeah, just half. I'm only gonna run the first 2 courses.
I'm just gonna run 5 gates in each one.
Just gonna run the first part of each course. Thanks, guys.
In third place, Josh.
So, yeah, but
So, do you think it's legit?
they're not a new group. They're a group that's been around. They were a group that put up real money and real prizes for Sorka Scale Nats last year.
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
what's that group called? Someone can help me. Something crawlers.
Cardinals? Cardinal crawlers, isn't it?
No, I don't think that's it. It's like chaotic or something.
Diablo.
It's not them. Arr,
Turbo.
I can't remember. Someone.
Laser.
They state 4 Jeep.
Blaze.
Oh, Ben says they state 4 Jeep Wranglers will be given away.
What? How are they doing that? Those aren't cheap.
Volume.
People
Elite
always
crawlers.
ask.
Elite comps.
Elite crawlers. Elite comps.
That's who it is.
Gosh.
And like I said, they put up real stuff for that. I was just like, man, this is some generous group of people. But 4 Jeep Wranglers.
That sounds
I think
expensive.
the head of that club, his last
is a
name,
billionaire?
His last name is Jeep. I think he's Mr. Jeep. He's
No, his name is Jay Wrangler. Hello, I'm Mr. Jeep Wrangler.
just tax write-off. That's a write-off. Who writes it off? The government.
That's not how that works. Are they new Jeep Wranglers? Maybe a couple of YJs.
Yeah, okay. Like,
Fine. It's still like you could still probably get a few $1,000s for one.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even if they bait and switched you and tried to give away an XJ, like, you'd be mad, but like, okay.
Not that bad. XJ was the finest unibody Jeep they've ever made.
So I'm intrigued. I'm excited to go. And I have a thought, Matt. Before that event, because it's in like mid-May, I may build like a new comp truck for it.
Of course. Don't you have other things to do? Like, I've got so many projects that have been put on hold because of this. Once this is done, I'm so excited because I can build things again.
All we're doing is building.
No, but building stuff that I want to build.
Oh, I see. This is my favorite. I'm back to build it. Like, hey, is Brett still hanging around? Brett, I'm gonna need another chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another chat. Hey, where's my leaf sprung chassis, Brett?
Oh, the pony that delivers it died of dysentery.
It was going down the Oregon Trail. Jay Walker said Wrangler jeans, not Jeeps.
Oh, stupid autocorrect.
We're giving away 4 brand new jean Wrangler. It's like that. Where is that? I've got Lionel Hutz's business card here. Hang on.
Lionel
from The Simpsons.
Oh God! And you have physical business card. Okay.
Yeah, of course I do. It said, but Mr. Hutz, it said on your business card, works on contingency, no money down. Oh, that was a typo. Works on contingency? Question mark? No, money down.
Buck Dandy says, I hope they are my size.
You can have any color you want as long as they're blue.
So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the Jeeps are SCX 10.3s.
It says full size and with a photo. So, I mean, they're not leaving themselves a lot of outs if they're trying to. So,
you know what? It's almost worth me coming down there just to see if I could win a Jeep Wrangler.
You should, and then we should go to EVGA.
Yeah, you can drop off your tractor trailer.
Exactly. I'm planning on making that trip part of it.
I can meet Joe in person.
We could bring him a truck.
Gosh, another trip in May, huh?
Just saying.
That seems frightfully close to me being away for a week in Alabama.
Agreed. Just be for a weekend. Just quick pop in. Well, actually, before the weekend.
That was like the Proline trip.
Right.
Quick pop in and out. I got there on Friday, went to Proline for Saturday, came home Sunday.
Yeah, I mean that's a normal.
Oh my God!
But you come in like
so many
Thursday
thousands of miles
into LA. I'll pick you up in LA. Pop into EVGA. Hit the comp.
Yeah.
I'll drop you back off at the airport.
Little in and out. It's fine. You can do that.
I'm guessing there's a direct flight between Toronto and LAX.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, many every day. When's Joe coming on for trivia? It does seem past due.
Oh, it's well past due.
Yeah, everything on this show is past due because we've got a silly little thing we have to get done first, which is Scale Nationals.
Yeah, after Scale Nationals, we'll get back to some guests and all that kind of stuff, especially. So,
yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Fly in, cancel flight back, drive new Jeep home.
Yeah. I actually, you know what? I'm so confident I would only book a one-way flight.
Yeah.
I don't need the other one.
I'm giving away 4 Jeeps here. Like, I have a pretty good chance.
How are you coming back? Oh, I'm driving.
What are you driving? A Penske truck.
I have made a terrible life choice. Yeah. So, okay. That's another thing to do. There is more than 2 things to do in Alabama? There's the comp.
Camp and comp.
There's the camp. Are we camping? No, we're staying in a home.
We're a home.
It is a house. It's someone's home.
On a lake.
On a lake, no less.
Yeah, I think we have a dock even.
Yeah.
Ben booked us
boat.
A pretty nice looking Airbnb.
It's a pretty fancy joint. Yeah,
It
it's a pretty fancy joint. That kind of place in cottage country up here in Ontario, Canada, that would not be what we paid. Trust me.
You're right. Yeah, our price was far too cheap for what it was. We have 8 people
I was like,
staying in the house, and we're just like, so it's $200. It's $100 a person, or $200 a person for Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night.
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
hmm.
pretty good deal.
Yeah, just like okay, we can make this happen.
Jay Walker said maybe Wrangler is a new RC 4-wheel drive figure. Wrangler.
If you win a full-size Wrangler, full-size man, you just get.
What's up? Well, full size, but they didn't say what scale. It's a full-size me. You can win me. Look at this. Look at this knob.
Would you win me? I'd win me.
I'd win me.
You should print another one of those on your Prusa. Let's let it start printing. As it gets to a certain height, just blur the time lapse. Just let it keep going.
I didn't print that. That was given to me.
Oh. So you don't. So somewhere, someone else has
a file of me.
STL model of you.
Just doing that though. That's it. Wrangler puts his pants on one leg at a time. I'm going to bring you a mixtape when I come. It's going to have Hall & Oates on it. It's going to have... What other bands would you like? Doobie Brothers? That song that they sing in Step Brothers at the Catalina wine mixer.
If you want to get down on... Oh, wait, no. Different one. That was at the dinner table.
Big old hairy butt. That's a good song.
Why don't you jump right in? There's a crotch party.
All up in here. Matt Wrangler likes flocking and warm garages to paint in. Keith would buy you a Wrangler. Keith would try to win you a Wrangler, I think is probably better.
Oh, my God.
Ian Turbot, if you are keen on that Land Rover and I don't find a use for it in some century, I'll let you know.
Well, season 3 has kicked off to a great start.
As per usual. We're setting the bar very low.
Yeah, exactly. That's my motto.
Aim low.
Always easy to meet expectations.
Actually, that is actually one of my standard mantras. Under promise, over deliver.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. Well, we'll see.
It's like I'll try to get that done for you, and then pow, it's done.
We got new thumbnail this week for the start of season 3. Worked out.
Yep, I worked real hard on that.
Yep.
It took all of 5 minutes.
You know what? It shows. It really shows.
In between all of my actual work,
right.
I did find the time to mock that up in ye old Photoshop.
There was a revision request, but that's fine.
My logo's not crisp enough. Can you make my logo just a little bit bigger than yours.
Can you put mine first instead?
Never.
Ever.
That'll never happen, ever.
It's a good thing that I don't actually care.
It's true. I don't actually care either. That's how
the way
they've
that
always
imported.
been. That's just, yeah, exactly. What logo do I have to do the least work to? Mine.
You can import, place, done.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well,
So you took a picture of the road. I didn't even take that picture. I just grabbed that off the internet.
Yeah. Can Google search size large. There we go.
Expand.
Yeah. Enhance.
All right. Well, that's probably a good place as any to wrap it up.
I got to get to work on some trucks.
I'm pretty much done for the night.
I was
Go to bed. I'm pretty much done. They're finished.
It's,
Tony Thompson, thanks for that gallon of gas. Here's a gallon of gas to help. I will need it.
yeah. Just
Although it's not like people like to complain, but is it really that much more?
I mean, it was $6.19 here yesterday.
It cost me $104 to fill up.
It cost me $99.00 to fill up Monday.
So it's like, that's only like $6 more for me than usual, I think. It's not that much.
I mean, it still sucks.
It still sucks. It doesn't suck that bad.
Yeah, it is what it is.
A lot of other things.
Either way,
suck
I'm still
more.
going to go to work every day. So
Yeah, still going to work. Exactly. Thanks,
The cheapest
everybody.
stay at home? No.
Nope. RC Dave charged up, Gunnar Nissen, Blind Guy RC, Chuck's RC Habit, TRD Adventures, SETI Spin, Raymond Smith, Perry G, David O'Brien, Tony Thompson. And one more time, Gunnar Nissen, SatisfiedJerky.com, hashtag I will never financially recover from this.
10% off.
10% off.
Perry G, Brian Sherwood, TRD Adventures, Monster Scalar, Angry Duck RC, Gunnar Nissen, Jeremiah Salberg, Blind Guy RC, and DRZRC. RZRC.
ZZZ.
ZZZ.
Thank you very
We will
much,
see
everybody.
you next week. I will have an episode out next week. You will have another. You'll have one out the day we leave.
Oh, man.
So you have to edit
that's
a
true.
video the night before. Maybe I might put one up that same night.
Maybe we could do a live stream instead of actually having to edit a video.
Wednesday, I'll already be on a flight.
Oh, Tony missed it. Great job, Tony. Too busy RC conspiracying about tracks of sledges. I watched your whole show today. Well, we'll figure something out.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll do like a special Tuesday evening live stream or something.
we may have to
Yeah.
right before. Yeah, we'll have to figure that
Yeah.
out. I may still put out a video. I may still put out a video that Wednesday. I don't know,
Well, let's see how it
because
goes.
you have to anyway, because it's on your schedule. And so,
Son of a bitch. All right. We'll figure it out.
but the live stream takeover, we may do that Tuesday. Who knows?
Yep. All right.
Later, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
See you next time.
Love you. Bye.